Okay, what's up, everybody? I think we're ready. Hopefully, I don't have sound play. Yep, caught it just in time. All right, what's up, everybody? Wyzatv here to review WWE Hell in a Cell 2017. Oh, man, this is an up and down show. I don't know how people are going to feel about the show overall. I do want to say that the very beginning match and the ending match, both cell matches delivered. And there was some sprinkles throughout that were good and some that were just like meh, and I think that's just what WWE's product is going to give us, or that's what it does give us, and it's going to continue that way going forward. We have a bunch of guys that we like on the roster and we know what they could do. I think that we just have to make peace with the fact that when you come to WWE, especially on the main roster, their intentions are to make you as basic and as dull as possible and expect you to strive and reach the next level whatever way you can within those very, very tight confinements. So I just wanted to preface this review by saying that because I think that we're going to be talking about that a little bit. I might do call-ins tonight. I might, depends on how I feel by the time I get to the end of this. I have a link for that in the description. It's my Discord chat, which you could join. Anybody could join it. If you want to do a call in and you want to ask someone, if you don't know how to do it, just ask somebody. They'll pitch it and tell you how to do it. Also, if you want to support the content, I got the Streamlabs link in there for you to do that. Also, man, last stream there was somebody in there that asked 4 times, "Hey, where's the donation link? I want to send them," and nobody threw that man a bone. Just give them a heads up. Link is in the description. Everything that you need is in the description. Follow me on Twitter, that whole thing, blah, 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 blah. Let's talk about this review. I came in, I want to say 10 to 15 minutes late, so I missed the first half of the Usos. I ain't even checked to make sure all my volume was good. All right, we're good. I missed the first half of the Usos in New Day match, right? Also, I got to say this. I don't watch SmackDown. I haven't watched SmackDown in a couple of months now. So coming into this pay-per-view, I didn't really know what to expect from all of it. Like, all of it. I didn't know what to expect. So I figured it could be either really fresh for me, refreshing, or just go with just what's on my head. Like, all right, what seems obvious is obvious. And a lot of my obvious thoughts and picks is what came to fruition. Let me give an example on who I would have picked. Oh, wrong mouse. Who I would have picked if I would have did prediction video. This is why I don't do prediction videos, because I don't watch all the shows. Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin versus the Hype Bros. I didn't even know that they were a team, so there you have it. Usos and New Day. I was gonna pull for Usos on this anyway, because I feel like I just feel like they're the best team. Like, just don't touch the titles. Don't take them from them. Rusev and Orton, I would have went with Rusev. Yeah, I know me with Rusev. Corbin, AJ Styles, and Ziggler. Yeah, Diggler's his name. Dillinger. Ziggler. What the? I'm thinking of Boogie Nights. Shout out to you if you know what the Boogie Nights movie is. Who would I had pulled for in this one? I probably would have said AJ, with Baron Corbin being the dark horse. Not too much of a dark horse. I would have had it like 1A, 1B on that one. I probably would have had to do a coin flip. Charlotte and Natalya, I would have went Natty, because she just got that title. Jinder and Shinsuke, that was going to be obvious. Whoa! That scares me every time. That scares me every time. I'm gonna read what that was in a second. Let me just finish on who I would have predicted. Bobby Roode and Ziggler, that would have been obvious to me. Bobby Roode. And I believe the last match, Kevin Owens and Shane. Honestly, I would have thought that Shane would have won. Yeah, I'll get there once I start reviewing the match. So let's start with New Day and the Usos, because this is actually, we're not going to start with that. We're going to start with that donation, because shout out to my man. I know what money sound like. Playmaker Ghetto with the $5 shot. He says, as soon as I could get my mouse over here. Let's see what he says. Stay still. Stay right there. I should have had this already up. Over here. Let me pull you over in this direction so I can see. Good streamer, sir. Is the Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens Hell in a Cell match better than the 2014 Hell in a Cell match between Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose? I feel like it. That Hell in a Cell match with Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, I wasn't that big on it like everybody else. To me, that match, I felt underwhelmed with it. I mean, sure, somebody took a bump off the side of the cage and threw a table just like Kevin Owens did tonight, but that was, to me, like, I wasn't feeling that match. So if we would have to compare or ask which one is better, to me, and what I enjoyed more is the Shane and Kevin Owens Hell in a Cell match. But in no way am I going to say that that was the best Hell in a Cell match tonight. Because that match is what we're talking about right now with the Usos and New Day. When Usos say that they got the Uso penitentiary, you felt every single bit of that tonight. That match was... It was wonderful. It was just delightful to see in WWE. I saw some photos, because again, I missed the first 10 minutes of it. So I saw some photos of like Xavier Woods doing something with a trombone, and they brought like the gimmick in there thing. I'm like, what the hell? What was happening in the beginning of this match? Because it seemed like they were going comedy just from those photos. But from where I came in, it was literally the middle of the match. Usos were working underneath at this point, and it felt like Big E was just a wrecking ball. Now, for a while now, I've just been feeling like Big E's ready to become that singles star. I don't want to say they've been hinting on it, but he's been putting himself in the forefront. He's always in all of the big matches for New Day. All the big title matches, and he's just, Big E's the man. Like, Big E is the man. He could do a singles run, and New Day doesn't have to break up. Honestly, from what I've been hearing, as far as New Day and Usos being together with this feud, which has been a wonderful feud, and what New Day has been doing just on SmackDown, and from what I've seen, it feels like them coming over to SmackDown has rejuvenated them, or at least them working with the Usos has rejuvenated them. It's not that they feel fresh. They feel a little bit more serious, and I think that helps Big E, because Big E could definitely get over as a guy that's entertaining, but he's been showing a lot of that vicious and just bouldering style of his, and I'm on board with it. So I'm like, man, all this time I just didn't care for New Day. Now I'm like, I'm okay with New Day staying together and Woods and Kofi being a tag team while Big E is a singles guy. You know, this way, if they wanted, they could take a whole 2 titles. You know, throw Big E say a U.S. title. Hell, throw his ass a world title later on down the line. Build this guy up, because Big E can be that monster. He can be that guy that you can put in the main event. I mean, if they're a team that makes a ton of money, they make Enzo money times 10. If they're a team that makes money, why not put Big E in that main event slot to maybe even push sales to an even bigger level? Don't tell me it's because they're black. Anyway, that's just so, like, it just bumps in my ears. Let me see what you're talking about. That's Playmaker again. Playmaker Ghetto says, what did you think about the Jinder Mahal match tonight? I'm gonna get to that. I think it was one of his best matches that Jinder had. Wait, let me read that as he said it. I think that it was one of the best matches Jinder had tonight as WWE champion. Let me work my way there. But thank you, Ghetto. Let me work my way there, because I have an opinion about that. I have my thoughts about that. This match for the tag team titles felt like a Hell in a Cell match. It was brutal. It was physical. It was dangerous, and it was without taking big bumps. It didn't even need big bumps. It was just, you have these two teams that have been feuding for a long time now, and you lock them in a cage because you know all hell is supposed to break loose, and you want to control it within that area. And it's like, all right, we're putting you in this cage, or the Usos penitentiary, and you can do whatever the hell you want. And that's exactly what they did. Some of the innovative things that they did, which I liked a lot, was when they used the kendo sticks to lock, say, the Uso in the corner of the cage so they can go and beat on the other one. Or you got the Usos locking Big E in the cage with some handcuffs, and then they lock Xavier Woods onto the ring post with handcuffs, and both of them got kendo sticks, and they just start wild, like, yo. I thought today was just gonna, like, boom, okay, your turn, boom, okay, your turn, but like a little delay. No, just wham, wham, like beating on this dude. Like, yo, I loved it. I loved every bit of it, because when you watch wrestling, one of the things that we miss from WWE is violence, and that's what this match gave. We didn't get any blood, and it wasn't even necessary. It was just a very physical and violent match. The chair shots, the kendo stick shots, the splashes, the double splashes off the top ropes, Big E throwing dudes all over the place. Just, ah, man. And honestly, to me, so far, this might be my match of the year. I might have to go back. I don't even think I need to go back and look at everything, because I haven't said anything was my match of the year so far this year, and we're already in October. This might be my match of the year. This was amazing to watch. It just felt good watching a match in a cage that felt like it should have been in there, and it felt like they did everything that they were supposed to do within the confinements of the cage. I loved it. Our next match, I gotta figure out which mouse I'm using to scroll. Here we go. Our next match, we got, look at that, just whooping on Big E with that kendo stick. Rusev and Randy Orton. Okay. Randy Orton needs something. This match wasn't bad. It was just a hair above average. It picked up pretty well down the stretch. But it's just like, Randy Orton is just so, like, he doesn't elevate anyone. And now that I think about it, even throughout Randy Orton's career, outside of Christian, who can you say Randy Orton has wrestled and Orton has put them to the next level? Orton has put on a great match with them and made them look much better than what they are. If you look at an AJ Styles will carry people to a good match, if not a great match. Randy Orton, for all the, he's one of the smoothest wrestlers in the world. He's one of the better wrestlers in the world. Just throughout his career, just one of the better wrestlers in the world. To me, in order to be one of the best wrestlers in the world, you have to elevate whoever it is that you're in the ring with to your level. I don't think that Randy Orton can wrestle a blow-up doll and put on a 4-star match with it. I don't think he can wrestle a broomstick and make that broomstick look good. It's not what I get from him. Not saying that he had to do this with Rusev, because Rusev puts on good matches. Rusev can definitely put on good matches, and I'm gonna say it. Rusev has proven that he can carry some guys that aren't really that good to really good matches. At least when he had that undefeated streak going, he made dudes that he squashed look good. He did. He did. I mean, look what he did with Mark Henry. Jack Swagger. His stuff with Jack Swagger, he made Jack Swagger look like $1 million. Only other person that's been able to do that is Cesaro. So Rusev can do it. But it just feels like Randy Orton just mails in his matches. Especially more so now, and especially when he's a babyface. And I don't want to say, we just need to turn Randy Orton heel and that's the answer, because he's stale as a heel as well. And he wants to be heel. He's gone into interviews and everything saying, oh, I just can't wait to be heel again. Well, what's the difference, Randy? Your matches are still going to be bland and boring. That's just what it is. If you look at this match on paper, you give me this match 3 years ago on paper. Like, don't let me see it, but just give me this match on paper. Rusev as the destroyer and Randy Orton as we know what he can bring to the table. You give me this match 3 years ago on paper, I would have been like, oh man, yeah. But here, they're in the spot that they deserve to be in. The follow-up to New Day, who was opening up. And at what point, honestly, to me, and I can understand why it didn't close the show. I can understand why the match that closed the show. But man, New Day and Usos, bro, at some point, they needed to headline a pay-per-view. I wouldn't have minded them headlining this pay-per-view. You know, just put all your stock into this match, the Usos and New Day, and just make that the poster or never. Just make that bigger than what. You can't make it much bigger than what it is because it was a big thing that they did. But to just make it marquee and to put that focus on the tag team division, because those two are carrying the lack of depth of a tag team division that's there. Anyway, there's really nothing for me to say about this Randy Orton and Rusev match. I do like the way that Randy Orton was like doing his whole pounding of the mat thing, and Rusev just grabbed his arm and rolled over and was about to give him an accolade, but of course Randy Orton gets out of it and hits an RKO because fuck you, that's why. AJ Styles, Ty Dillinger, and Baron Corbin in a triple threat match. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Okay. What can I say about this match? It was a match that Baron Corbin carried for the most part. Like he did the bulk of the offensive work. This match just felt. It wasn't a lazy match. It just felt like it dragged. It felt uninteresting to me. I just couldn't bring myself to care about this match. Baron Corbin has fell back so far from that gets me every time. What's up, Baywigs? I'm gonna get to you in a second. Baron Corbin has fell back so far from the potential that he's had. 2 years ago, if you tell me that Baron Corbin was holding a title, I would have thought it would have been the main title. 2 years ago, I would have thought that. Because I've seen where you look at him in NXT, you see how good he can be. And you see that there were still things that they can improve on with him. But it just feels like they've gone completely backwards with him. And I just don't care. They've also put AJ in a spot where I just don't care about him either. This US type, bro. Like, come on, bro. AJ's above this. AJ is main event. I understand you want to put him in that mid-card spot because you want to make other guys look good. You want to have other guys get wins in on AJ or be in matches that they look good against AJ because it gets them to the next level. Right now, AJ is being used to get other guys to the next level because he did it for the main event and now he's doing it for the mid card. I get that, but nah, dog. Find somebody else to do that. AJ doesn't belong there. AJ belongs in the main event. Simple as that. And honestly, AJ should have that title. Like when he carried that title, SmackDown was interesting. Since he's lost that title, I don't watch SmackDown. And it's not because of a bromance for AJ or anything like that. It's just not interesting. Even with Jinder Hardbody Mahal, who, yeah, I know how I am with Jinder. I just don't care. I don't care. It's because the way that they were booking AJ when he was champion, they actually booked him well. Especially as a heel, they booked him well. I don't feel like they're doing that with him anymore. I don't feel that they're doing that with Jinder. I don't feel like they're putting that stock and investment in just overall how to get guys over. I don't feel like they're doing that. And that's why, and I thought it would be hard for them to do, but they've made me uninterested in AJ Styles. And Ty Dillinger was also in the match. He ate the pin. AJ, I believe he hit a phenomenal forearm. Baron Corbin came in, threw him out, and he took the pin. All right, 8-Wig says, what's up, Wiser? If you get the chance, thank you for the support, by the way. If you get the chance, you should watch the Dante Fox and Killshot match from Lucha Underground. I saw it. I saw two of the falls. I saw the first one and the last one. I saw it. I'm just going to say I saw it. And what I will say is I'm very, very impressed with Dante Fox. Hell, I would love to see him in NXT. Killshot, I just did not care for. I don't know. Maybe I need to watch more Lucha Underground. I'm waiting for the season to be over so I could just bulk watch everything. I don't care for Killshot. This match, it just didn't make me care for him. I was extremely impressed with Dante Fox. But Killshot, not so much. Not as much. Now here's where I'm... Wait, are you fucking kidding me? Right now? Okay, do me a favor. I should not have done this. I should have just kept talking. Do me a favor while you're in here. Put a like on the stream. Share it. Because what I just saw just made me say, let me hurry up and finish this. Speaking of which, let me hurry up and finish this. Charlotte versus Natalya, in which Natalya won by disqualification. I was okay with this match. I like the fact that Natty dominated. I will say that they have had a better match, and that was their match at Roadblock. I think it was 2 years ago. The same I think it was Roadblock, but it was the same Roadblock that Dean took on Triple H. I like that Natty dominated because she looked like a champion. She looked like someone that you got to go to her to beat. I like that a lot about this match. She took out Charlotte's legs and just worked them and worked them and worked them. And Charlotte did a wonderful job selling and making it believable. The one part I'm like, you can miss me on is the moonsault to the outside. I mean, when she was climbing the rope, she's like climbing up with one leg. I get that, and that's cool. But a moonsault when you only got one leg working for you and you missed the damn thing pretty much, and you just hit her with your arms. Why are we moonsaulting and only hitting somebody with our arms? I don't know. But I loved Natty's work in this match. The DQ didn't make sense to me because she was in no way at all threatened in this match. So why go for the chair shots? I mean, maybe she just wanted to inflict more punishment on that leg and have Charlotte go out for a little while. Maybe, I don't know, but I didn't really care for that ending. It just didn't make sense to me. I am looking forward to where they go from this, but I think that Natty should hold this belt for a while because at least here, she looked like a champion. We got the Fashion Files. I have no idea what the hell that was about. Let's continue on. Jinder Mahal beats Shinsuke. This artist thing, it's gotta go. The artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura. What? He came in with a very marketable name or moniker already. He's the king of strong style. What the fuck is this artist shit? They got him in there doing all these weird gyrations and poses and what the fuck they do with this dude? I don't know what. I'll wait for RBI. I'm gonna get to you in a second. Thanks to RBI for the support, as usual. What are they doing with this dude, bro? Again, I don't watch SmackDown, so I don't know. I don't know people's feelings on Nakamura. I don't know what people who didn't know who Nakamura was before SmackDown. I don't know how they feel about him. I don't know how the internet wrestling community currently feels about Nakamura. I don't know, but the way I feel about it is I just want him to go back to New Japan. Like, he is completely sullying his legacy in WWE. They're not going to let him be him. They've even stripped him of the thing that's made him famous, and that's his moniker, King of Strong Style. Now we got him making faces and posing and doing gyrations and... What? Who's that guy? What? He's not even dangerous anymore. As far as Jinder, and Ghetto asked me if this was his best match as champion. Probably, but it was still, man, if I were to book Jinder, honestly, as champion, I would make him not the champion that they have. They have him chicken shit. He needs the two midgets to help him win. And without them, he can't really do much of anything. He's no threat without them. That's what they've done. I would make him a dominant champion, in which those two are subservient as they are. But I would much rather it be him not be a coward, or him not be just somebody that you could pummel on and the other guys get in the ring and mess it up for you. I'd rather him just be dominant. And then when you scratch and claw and you work your way to finally being able to beat them, then they interfere. And it happens very rarely. That's what I would do with him. I wouldn't have him working underneath too much, because that's the Jinder that we know. We know Jinder Mahal as being 3MB. We know Jinder Mahal as being a jobber. We don't want to feel like we're watching a guy that was a jobber as a champion. I would think that part of the reason that he's not getting over is because he's not booked as dominant at all. You look at this guy's physique, yet he's getting his ass kicked by everybody. And of course, the other reason why he's still not getting over, you guys, I'm pretty sure you would say that it's, his promo. His reflection in his voice just doesn't work for me. His delivery doesn't work for me. His demeanor doesn't work for me in his promo. It just doesn't work. But honestly, I just think it's the way he's booked that makes him not champion material. He's a very easy fix. He has a look. He has the build. He has the physicality. Let him do it. Just fucking let him do it. And if you don't want him to talk, let the Singh brothers talk for him. I don't know. Bring out a girl. Bring out any Indian girls on the roster. Any Indian girls on the roster? Fuck it. Bring out Aaliyah. There you go. Bring her up from NXT. Aaliyah. Put her with him. She looks sort of kind of Indian, even though she's probably not. She could pull it off. Let her do the talking for him. I don't even know if she could talk. But you know who would be a good one for him? Yeah, Vega. Rosita. The one that's manager for Cien Almas. Oh, she's doing a kick-ass job right now. She would be money for Jinder. Money for him. He's booked all wrong. The Singh brothers, they got sent to the back, and Jinder won with the Kalash straight up. Because they did have a little bit more back and forth before Jinder hit him with the Kalash, and that was all she wrote. Wolf Ziggler versus Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode's boring. I'm sure some people are going to be like, he should be heel. Even when he was heel, and even in NXT, where you're allowed to do a lot more than you are on the main roster, Bobby Roode's just boring. He's just boring. there's if you put him in a match with Jinder, you're going to sleep. Honestly, and you guys won't like this because, you know, Bobby Roode's a veteran. A lot of people like Bobby Roode because they follow Bobby Roode from TNA and you know what Bobby Roode can do. Honestly, the Bobby Roode that I'm seeing, I would put him on the level of a Jinder Mahal as far as what he delivers in the ring right now. He's boring. He doesn't do much. He doesn't bring you into the match. He doesn't pull you in. He doesn't get you excited. There's nothing he does that makes you say, I need to watch this match. Basic equals boring. And that's Bobby Roode. He managed to have a match with Wolf Ziggler and it be boring. And it's not because of the lack of investment in Ziggler from myself, because I know what Ziggler can do. He put on one of the best matches of the year just last year with The Miz, of all people. But you throw him in there with Bobby Roode, and it's just boring. Boring. I do like that Ziggler came down to the ring. They started playing his music, then they just shut it off, and they just went black screen, and he's wearing all black, and he just walks out. He comes in the ring, grabs the rope, grabs the other rope, and just sits there. We ain't doing this entrance thing, B. We ain't doing this entrance thing. The end of the match was, what are they? Small package, pull of the tights, roll through, small package, pull of the tights, roll through, small package, pull of the tights, roll through, small package, pull of the tights. Bobby Roode wins. I'm moving on. Because now, now, let's just make sure I got everything in. Did I get everything in there? Got everything, right? Bobby Roode is the last thing I talked about. Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon. Real quick, before I do it, before I talk about this match, anybody that wants to do a call-in, I'll do a couple of quick call-ins on Discord right now. Shoot me an instant message on Discord. I'm coming into it right now, and I will take a couple of you guys' calls. Let me just open it up right now. I'm going to take the first two because I just feel like I need a little buffer before I talk about this match. Let me just type it in the chat because I know it's going to be a little bit behind. Bam, there we go. Dolph should have won. It's hard to do that for a guy's debut match. We ain't trying to get him over. It's hard. Good Lord, he already pimped her out? Man, that's gonna take a while. Fuck. Let me look at the chat. Let me holler at the chat, see what's going on with there. Answer a couple of those. All right. Sounds like Bret Hart talking about Triple H. Bobby Roode is basically TNA's Matt Morgan. Bobby Roode was actually good in TNA. I don't know what... How was he boring? Did you not see him talk about Roddy Strong's wife? I'm talking about his in-ring, sir. In-ring is boring. Ziggler versus Nakamura was boring too, bro. And honestly... I didn't even see that whole match. But I didn't say he put on good matches with everybody. I specifically said The Miz, he had one of the best matches of the year. I didn't say he puts on good matches with everybody. And again, I'm thinking Nakamura is to blame for some of his matches being ass on the main roster because they are. You know, people was like, oh my God, his match with Cena was so good. Was it really? What, for a Nakamura match, was it really? I don't think so. I thought that was basic too. To me, Nakamura has not had a great match since Sami Zayn in NXT. That was a great match. Other than that, they've just been running the mill. His match with Finn Balor in NXT, it was above average. It was above average. Not too many good matches from Nakamura. It's just his particular style doesn't work with WWE, and they're not even letting him do it. They're not even letting him do his style. So, man, I mean, anything with Nakamura, you can miss me on that too. Okay, are we ready to do the call-ins? Let me see. I'm seeing a whole bunch of at-wise and nows that I'm not about to answer. All right. None. All right, well, fuck it. I'm just going to go on ahead and talk about this. Real quick. Sami Zayn, with was it a heel turn? It's a very, very interesting question. Was what Sami Zayn did a heel turn? Because he looked so conflicted when he did what he did. But one thing that this confirmed for me, don't laugh, but one thing this confirmed for me, it's simple, it's so simple. It's it's setting him up to be in line to be one of the baby oil boys. All we needed was that heel turn from him. And now when they go for tribute to the troops, because it's coming, they're going to go for tribute to the troops. Tucker going to be over there. Jiggle My Balls going to be over there. Tucker going to get lost because he's an illegal immigrant or something. He can't come back across the border. Yo. And he's going to join up with Hardbody Mahal. They're going to be baby oil boy. It's already set up. I told y'all so long ago that this was set up. And now we're getting closer and closer to tribute to the troops. And we got the heel turn that we need to set this thing up. Now we just got to figure out how we're going to piece together this formation with the two of them. We just got to figure out how we're going to get there. But we're going to get there. Trust me, we're going to get there. I'll be calling shit from a mile away. All right. Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens. Hell in a Cell. The match started out. I like the match. I do like the match. The entire match, actually. It was a very physical match. Throughout the match, though, I was sitting there and I'm watching it and I'm like, at what point does people stop selling Shane? He's not your everyday wrestler. He's not. So he shouldn't be having competitive matches against former world champions. AJ Styles. Now Kevin Owens. Undertaker. Why is he having competitive matches? Kurt Angle. Why is he having competitive matches against legitimate world champions? At this point, we might as well slap the title on Shane. He's extremely credible. Extremely credible. We book the McMahons better than we book the everyday talent. Why? When people get a match against Shane, just like Kevin Owens was leading up into this one from what I've seen in the highlights, they should be salivating on that because they should know, oh, this is a night off. I'm going to kick this dude's ass and we're done. But that's not what we tend to get. We always tend to get these matches where in the end we're looking at it like, man, Shane really got that guy's respect. No, we shouldn't. Bro, anytime Shane gets in a match from the beginning, we should be feeling sorry for him. But we don't. We don't. And that's not very well reflective on your everyday talent. To me, that makes your everyday talent look weaker because they're going against Shane. It's Shane. Why is he competing with world champions? All the time. All of his matches. They're world champions. And that's what I'm thinking as I'm watching this. I don't want to sit here and respect the Shane match. It should be brutal. It should be a beating. It should be what money sounds like. What we got here? Katana's back. Let me read that. I gotta figure out which mouse I'm using. Here we go. Oh, shit. Oh! Oh! Who is Swofa? Who's that? Whoa. Whoa. Both of you guys on the back-to-back. Especially, I hope I'm saying your name right, Swofa. That's a damn new name. Thank you for the support. You didn't say anything. I appreciate that. Hopefully, I don't know. Thank you. Katana says, I would like to care about Uber drivers, but I don't. The show was somewhat good overall. He's talking about Tucker here. And we're going to get to Tucker. We're going to get to Tucker. I just... Put the title on Shane. That's all I'm saying. Just put the title on Shane. Because next he's gonna wrestle Jinder Mahal. And he's going to beat the guy for the title or something. I guess the only reason why he's never had the title is because they don't want to disrespect the title. Well, let's not disrespect the title, but let's disrespect everybody else that holds it. Again, if I'm watching a Shane match, I should feel sorry for him, and he should be beaten to a bloody pulp in every single match. There should be blood dripping from his head in every match. That's not what we get. It's not what we get. We get a legit match. What? And people would say, oh, I can't buy into a Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk match. I can't buy into a Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Bryan match. I can't buy into Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor match. Now, here's what I want you to imagine about Shane O'Mac. You put Shane O'Mac on one side of the poster. On the other side of the poster, you got Brock Lesnar. Let that motherfucker have a competitive match with Brock Lesnar, and I'm not watching no more. I'm not watching no more. But you know what's going to happen? If they were to do that, it'd be really, really fucking competitive. That's a thing that will take you away from it. Again, if I see a Shane match, I expect to see someone beating the piss out of him. And I know that this sounds like I'm complaining, but that's just what was in my head, in the back of my mind, while I was still enjoying this match. I enjoyed this match, especially when they took it to the top of the cage and it allowed Shane to sell more. Those back body drops and sentons. Just, it got really, really physical once they got to the top of the cage. And even inside the cage, overall, I mean, you got garbage cans, people going through tables. They was in there wilding. Kevin Owens lays Shane across the table. He's going to drop an elbow on him from the barricade. He looks up at the top of the cage and says, nah, I'd rather go up there and do something. Goes to the top of the cage. Shane, he's taking too long. Shane goes up there to follow him. They start the wrestling. Kevin Owens is like, all right, screw you. I'm going back down. I'm not taking no bump. He crawls halfway down. Shane catches him, bumps him off. He goes on. Did he go through the table? I believe he went through the table. Shane comes down. He sets him up on another table because fuck you. I don't want to pin you because you talked about my kids. So now I'm going to set you up on another table, and I'm about to give you this elbow that I didn't hit on The Undertaker. Goes up to the top, getting ready to drop the elbow, and Kevin Owens moves. Or did he? Some guy dressed in all black with a red beard pulled Kevin Owens out of the way. And this is where I gotta say I wish that I watched SmackDown, because maybe there would have been something that would have hinted me toward this, that I would have been like, all right, maybe I could have seen this coming. But being that I didn't watch SmackDown, or I don't watch SmackDown, this was surprising to me. Very, very surprising to me. But the thing that bothers me about it, honestly, and I don't know if commentary sold it. Commentary sold it well. It's not commentary's fault. Maybe it was the fault of the reaction of the crowd. It didn't feel like a big deal. This didn't feel like... Let me give you... You know what? It didn't feel like Sami Zayn wins the NXT title. Kevin Owens... Everybody's celebrating with him because he's finally gotten over the hump. Kevin Owens comes down and his best friend is his first... Kevin Owens' first time wrestling in NXT to open up the show, and now his best friend comes down to celebrate with him. They embrace, they hug, they walk back up the ramp, and bam, there's your heel turn. And it felt like a big deal. Even though you knew it was coming, it felt like a big deal. To me, Maybe because I don't understand it. It just didn't feel big. It didn't feel like a ratings boost. It didn't feel, as a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you exactly what it felt like. I'll tell you exactly what it felt like right now. It felt like I have 154 people watching, which to me says it's not a big deal. That's like Brock Lesnar has a match and he's going against Finn Balor, if you like him, or he's going against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, and out comes Stone Cold, and he's riding that bike down to the ring because it's going to be a 4 or 5 mile ramp that's going to lead you up to the ring. And he comes in, he's squirting beer on people, he's swinging chairs, hitting people in the head, he's going crazy, there's blood all over the place, and JR's calling it. That's a ratings boost. To me, I'm okay with it. I'm interested. I'm intrigued because I have no idea what the hell is going on. And that's good. But it just missed the feel of it. If that makes sense to you guys. I don't know. Again, if you guys watch SmackDown and you can make sense of it, then maybe it worked for you. But for me, it worked because, again, I'm interested, but it just didn't bring a pop. And maybe it's because when he pulled him off the table, I didn't see him pull him off the table, but announcement told me he pulled him off the table. And then when you see the replay, then you see him. Maybe if they were a little bit more clear, I don't know, but it felt like it was missing something to me. I'm going to try this one more time. If you guys want to do call-ins real quick, that can't be the right time. It's already 12:30? Shit. If you guys want to do call-ins, we're going to try this one more time in Discord. Send me a message. I'll get you guys on the call-in. I'll give it just a couple minutes. I'm going to look at the chat. I'm not going to hang around too long. I'm going to go F off. Let me answer some stuff that's in the chat. They were shocked. I understand shock. I do. But let me give you another example, right? Let's say you have good guy Rocky, right? You have good guy Rocky. And he turns heel and he joins the corporate, the McMahons, right? And everybody is booing or chanting against them. They're shocked, but they're booing and they're reacting. Sure, maybe these people that seen Tucker come down and pull Kevin Owens off the table and put Kevin Owens on top of Shane for the pin. Okay, I could buy into a little shock, but no one booed. Why? Like, the reaction just was not there. There's but so much shock I can give you because they milked it. He pulled them off the table, and then you have Sami standing there waiting to milk in the boos, and still no reaction. That's a problem. That's a big problem. Because this is something that I believe Sami needed, because he's not interesting. He's not interesting at all. So switch it up with the guy. Throw some heel on him, see what happens. And no one bit. Again, I hear you on shock, but there's a reason why he's standing there, and there's a reason why he has this look on his face. And then when he goes to have Kevin Owens throw him on top, there's a reason why they do it this way, and there's the long pauses in between. It's so that people can buy into it. No one was buying into it as far as reaction. It was so that all that time in between is so that they could milk and booze, and it wasn't there. All right. The hint was on one SmackDown, Sami and KO was backstage interview saying they will always be connected. Okay, I would have to see that in context to see if I would have figured it out by that. Tucker said, "You don't know what you're getting into, Shane. This Kevin don't give a fuck. I know he doesn't because he wrote his name in blood on my back." Dude, I'm flipping out here. I don't know what you're talking about. With it didn't feel big. Okay, so I'll say it again. You, personally, it affected you or it felt big to you. But again, the reaction of the crowd, you can't deny that. You can't just say, all right, I felt a certain way about it, so everybody else does. That's not how this works. They're in an arena with thousands of people who did not feel or react the same way that you did. That's the truth. I don't want to like kind of downplay your feeling. You felt the right way. You felt the way I feel as though people should have felt. Female WWE fan, you felt the way I feel like people should have felt. But that's not what we got. That's what's missing. So a lot of times, and this is what a lot of people do, and I had to stop doing it myself. You can't reflect your own feelings onto other fans and think that other fans feel the same way. Even if it's 1 or 2 or even 10 people that felt the same way as you did that you could find. Again, it doesn't mean that the large majority of the people did. And that reflected on the audience. Let me go over here to Discord. I got a couple people. Let me get RBI first. RBI, I got you. Thanks for your support, man. Thanks for the donation. I see you. What's up? Talk to me. What you got? Why is he not prepared? He says, let me talk wiser. And he's not. And there it is. There's his mic. Speak to me. RBI, you can't hold up, Michelle. I'll get back to you. All right. Let me get Slick in. Oh, I got to cuss him out. Slick, tell me you're here. All right. I hear you muffling over your shit. All right. First and foremost. Yeah, I hear you well. I got to bury you.
What?
I gotta bury you. You're fucking up my team battleground, bro.
Oh.
You're fucking up my team battleground, bro.
Oh.
What do you mean? Oh, we're trying to win. We're trying to get dubs here and pulling these Survivor Series 17s, and you over there jerking off. What are we doing?
Yeah, I've been working. I've been trying. I missed one, I think, like last week because I was paying attention. And then today I was grinding. I was getting charge cards. I was struggling with the charge cards. I was trying to get Alexa, and I failed.
Yeah, and, I failed too. Anyway, talk to me. What's your thoughts on the show tonight? And what's your thoughts on what I've said about anything that may have been controversial?
Well, I was going to comment about what you just said about Sami Zayn and like how it didn't feel. To me personally, it felt pretty big because. Thinking in WWE context, you know, they were just sitting there fighting back and forth and got this whole long feud. And then, you know, we were trained to think, oh, okay, they're just going to fight forever. And all of a sudden, Sami Zayn just turned on. It was intriguing to me.
Yeah.
It was shocking to me, too.
Okay.
But I also feel what you say about, like, how the crowd reacted. I think the reason for that is because WWE condition people to just not care.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
I don't want to say they. I don't want to use the word bury because that's just a cliche word, but like Shinsuke Nakamura. Okay, you have Shinsuke Nakamura.
Was I off base with what I said about him tonight?
What is that?
Was I off base with what I said about him tonight?
Sort of. But he beats John Cena, and he's in a feud with Jinder Mahal.
Okay.
Who hasn't done anything up to this point, and he beats Shinsuke Nakamura clean.
I mean, he has done something. He's won the title.
Well, I mean, yeah.
That's not what you meant.
But outside of that,
that's not what you meant.
You know, Shinsuke Nakamura, comparing Jinder Mahal to Shinsuke Nakamura.
You more so mean he hasn't put on good matches. That's what you mean, right? Because when you say he hasn't done anything, I mean he's the guy that's holding the title. What more do you need to do?
That, like, we compare Shinsuke Nakamura to Jinder Mahal. They're not just on the same level, I guess, in a sense. And it seems like almost Jinder Mahal has kind of brought down Shinsuke Nakamura. And it hasn't really done anything to elevate the title or himself.
Okay.
Or Nakamura.
You said that Jinder has brought down Nakamura?
To me, I think so. Although the feud with Baron Corbin didn't help him that much either.
All right, so I'll ask you. Tell me the good matches that Nakamura's had on the main roster. Go. Give me 3. Go.
I can't think of really anything. Good matches.
So how is Jinder the one bringing him down? That to me, and I'm saying it. I'm not blaming Jinder because I've already said it earlier. I feel like Nakamura, since on the main roster and halfway through his NXT run, they've watered him down completely. He's not having these great matches that I'm used to seeing him have. Not at all. This isn't, and they've taken away his moniker, the King of Strong Style, and now they got him as some dancing artist guy. Yeah. Bro, they don't want. Yeah. So we can't say Jinder's bringing him down. No, they brought him down way before Jinder got anywhere near him. He's not Nakamura anymore. And he has to go. He has to go back to New Japan. I just feel like they're disrespecting him. They're disrespecting him right now.
But going back to Sami Zayn, it's like the same thing. You know, Sami Zayn hasn't done anything either.
Whoa! Hold up! Wait! Don't say nothing! Wait! Some money just came in. Okay, finish your point. And then I'm gonna read that in a minute. Go ahead, go.
But Sami Zayn hasn't done anything either, and he's kind of been looked at as just somebody that's just not important.
Right.
And we have him kind of just come in during a big angle. I think the fans just kind of just don't care.
So you think that's why it doesn't feel like a big deal?
I think that's a big reason why it doesn't feel like a big deal. It's that people just they may be kind of over Sami Zayn. We kind of to establish this guy's just generic. It's like there's nothing.
So maybe
really sold on that.
I'm sorry. All right, so maybe if Tucker was in a position of Kevin Owens, where he was on Kevin Owens' level and Kevin Owens was actually on Tucker's level, so role reversal of levels. You have Tucker in main events, and Kevin Owens is the guy that's trying to get there, or just not really important. Then it would probably feel the same way, maybe if the roles were reversed. You think, or is it because of the person, or is it because of the investment?
I think so, because if you switch roles, it's so hard. I've been struggling with WWE to watch. I haven't watched a show in a long time. Mm-hmm. And tonight was like the first time I actually watched this show in a while. And
did you enjoy the pay-per-view overall, or
I did.
Okay.
Actually, I did. I enjoyed the pay-per-view overall, which I was kind of surprised by. Yeah, I enjoyed it overall. I kind of skipped a few matches.
You caught that New Day match though, right? New Day and Usos.
Oh yeah.
Bruh.
That match was fun. That was fun.
Yeah, that was clean. Real quick before I let you go, as I got some more coming in, I want to read this, and then I just want your opinion on it, because it was something that I said. This is from Playmaker Ghetto. Thanks for the support again. He says, I completely agree with you about Jinder Mahal. He should have been booked like Ivan Drago and not some chicken shit jabroni. What do you think? Is that something that would work if they actually booked him like a beast?
Yeah, I agree with that too. It's like they book him like every other heel, and you can't really do that with him because you brought him up as a jobber.
Yeah.
If you're going to do that, make him somebody important and book him as somebody.
Gotta make him strong. Let me say this, and I'm gonna let you go. Let me say this one. One thing that one positive that could come out of this Jinder Mahal thing is that even though we see him right now as a champion that used to be the jobber, when he drops the title, we're never going to see him as a jobber again. I think that's a good thing. Because if you now, when he drops the title and you put him back to job, like I don't think they could possibly do that. I don't think they can. They've already booked, like they've increased his level that much already. So it'd be crazy if they did that. Like, all right, he drops the title, now all of a sudden he's back to 3M being. Nah, they can't do that. So that's a positive for him. Any last words before I let you go?
Yeah, I mean, Jinder Mahal is probably going to drop the title to John Cena at WrestleMania. And going to have Roman Reigns and John Cena be both the champions, win the championships at WrestleMania 34.
God, I got diarrhea. Stop it. Oh, God, don't say that.
I was thinking about that today, and I think it's going to happen. It's going to be the ultimate.
You thinking about that, and I could actually see it too. Oh God, no. Yeah, I gotta let you go on that one. Yeah, I gotta let you go on that one. I gotta let you go because I gotta tell somebody that's gotta make me feel better. Thank you for calling in. I hate you. Fuck off. Bye. All right, let me try RBI again. God damn it. Oh. All right, RBI. Okay, I hear you. Oh, there you go. Now you're not gonna hear the finishing to that call because I already got you in. But say something to make me feel better. Oh my God, I can't believe you said that, and I believe it's gonna happen.
You're a good driver. Did that work? Hello?
You gotta tell me something to make me feel better about myself. Come on, go. Bro, he said John Cena and Roman Reigns are both going to be champions at WrestleMania, and I can see it happen. Tell me something better. Come on, go.
AJ Styles.
Fuck you. All right, what you want to talk about? Stop. Just stop. You suck. Go. What's up? What's up, man? Oh, God.
Okay, that last match. You
Okay.
felt like no one won that. No one won that match. It was like a draw. No one won.
Well, Kevin Owens pinned Shane McMahon.
No, but do you feel like no one won? Did that put over Kevin Owens?
No. It didn't help him at all, and that's what I was talking about when I was saying Shane should pretty much just be the world champion at this point. Am I wrong about that? About how I just dissected Shane? Am I wrong?
No.
Like, this guy is having all matches against all champions, and he's coming out looking extremely credible. Why?
This
Go.
dude beat up Undertaker, and then AJ Styles, and then Kevin Owens. And
What
all
are we
three of
doing?
them are like world champion. Could be world champions in any brand.
Do you fear that if they put him in the ring with Brock, he would have a credible match with Brock?
Yes.
That is, oh my God.
Because it's Vince McMahon.
Oh God. Hold on, wait, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Shh. Ghetto's putting himself over me. He's just throwing dollars at me like I'm a stripper tonight. He says, I also agree with the fact that Baron Corbin has failed to live up to his potential that was set for him. Absolutely. How about you, RBI? You agree with that?
Since he lost the Money in the Bank, hell yeah.
Nah, I say even before the Money in the Bank. I say, shit. Man, Baron, honestly, it's been a real long time. They just booked him wrong out the gate. They booked him wrong out the gate. His potential was in NXT, and since he came up, it just didn't have the same feel. What you got? Go ahead.
But when Baron Corbin was booked in NXT, he was the guy that you do not want to face that night. Like, I want to face everyone else but Baron Corbin. And now when you're on the roster, let me face Baron Corbin. Let me get this easy dub and go home. Yeah,
because he legitimately in NXT felt like he could, on any night, beat anyone. He legitimately felt that way.
This dude handled Finn Balor and Samoa Joe, and those two were on god levels at NXT.
Yeah.
And he was getting up to that level.
He was there. I felt like they moved him up just before he had a chance. He was on the cusp of getting that title, I believe, or being in that picture, and they just moved him up just before it. I felt like he should have had a run with it before they did, because he was getting the monster level. The work that he did with Joe really, really helped elevate him. And they just squandered it. But what's your thoughts on tonight's show overall?
It was a good show, except for like, 3 matches.
That's about half the card. That's half your card right there.
Do you care about Charlotte versus Natalya?
I like the psychology. I liked how Natty carried herself in this match. She carried herself as a champion. But it wasn't the back and forth match that I would have expected because of what we've seen from them at Fastlane when they had that match there, and that was a very good match. This was very different. I don't mind it. I didn't care for it, but I like the psychology of it. Maybe I would have cared for it more if I watched SmackDown and knew what the build-up was, but since I don't, maybe that affects it. I don't know.
I skim SmackDown, just like skim it like after that, and I was like, oh, this is a good match. I skim it.
Okay.
I don't even watch SmackDown. I don't even watch Raw anymore. I just skim Raw.
All right, the RBI. Let me get some last words before I get to a couple more calls.
Can I say fuck Randy Orton?
Bro, he's got to go, man.
Fuck
He's
Randy
got to
Orton.
go. But you can't say that because now I'm not going to get the $3 that I would usually get from YouTube.
I donated you $3.
You did. All right. You know what? I'll take that back. I take that back. All right, RBI. You said it, not me, Randy Orton. You have a good night. Thank you for your support. Overall, I'm still holding on to your soccer jersey too. By the way, I still have that. I'm gonna let you go because some more money just came in. Here we go. Ghetto back with throwing dollars at me like I'm a stripper. I also feel like WWE's getting all his shit in tonight. I also feel like WWE main roster will mess Lars Sullivan. Will mess up Lars Sullivan when he gets called up to the main roster, like how they did with Baron Corbin. Honestly, and this isn't. You know what? I'll do it during the week. I'll do like a live NXT review because it's stuff I want to talk about with NXT. For example, I want to see. Right now, I want to see Lars Sullivan be the very next opponent to Drew McIntyre, and I want to see him lose to Drew McIntyre. And there's a reason why I want to see that right now, but I don't want anybody to leave because I'm talking about NXT. Let me get a couple more calls in, and then I'm gonna go fuck off. What is this? I'm not trying to call in, but here are some possible reasons it happened. Shane McMahon saves Sami Zayn's career. How long is this? Sami Zayn warned Shane about Kevin Owens. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Let's play this. All right, Shane comes in. Oh, this must have been that when he was late for the show, I guess. Kevin Owens got this chair. All right, he's going to kill Sami Zayn here. He wants him dead. Apparently, here comes some money. I should make that my donation alert. I should. Anyway, let's... Wait, what? Yo, Kevin Owens is crazy for that. He threw Sami Zayn into Shane, but he had a chair around his neck. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, but what did that have to do with... I don't see why... I don't get... All right. All right. So let's see this one right here. That backstage interview. It's quick. It's a minute long. Let's see. Right.
I can just tell by the way you're walking right now that you think you're gonna walk in a Hell in a Cell, get your revenge on Kevin, and be done with it.
No.
But Shane, you've only caught glimpses of what he can do, especially when he snaps. When he assaulted your father in the ring a few weeks ago, he snapped.
Okay.
Timmy, you understand? I'm not gonna be locked in there with Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is gonna be locked in Hell in a Cell with me.
We should be scared of Shane. Yeah, we should be scared of Shane. I'm not scared of Shane.
He's something else. Look at me. We were like brothers. We were best friends. I was the best man at his wedding, and look what...
All right, Tucker, I don't care what you gotta say. You know not. See, he does that all the time. All right, can't call in right now. Would just like to discuss who you think should challenge Jinder now. Again, I don't watch SmackDown. And from what everybody's saying, you know, they got some shows that's going to be coming up in India, so they feel like he's going to be holding the title into December. So anybody that goes against him right now is just pretty much going to be fed to him. In my mind, I want to see AJ go against Jinder and take the title. But other than that, I don't see anyone else. I really don't see anyone else. If you really want to swerve things, I would have him go into India holding the title and have him go against Rusev and have Rusev beat him there, because fuck you, that's why. Now, I'm not against Jinder Mahal, don't get me wrong. I'm against the way he's booked. I'm going to say that. I'm against the way that he's booked. I think that's all. Let me take a look at the chat right quick. See what's going on there. Maybe Tucker did that because he really wants to beat Kevin Owens and he wants him all to himself. That I kind of felt that a little. I kind of felt that. Again, just so that I don't confuse anybody. To me, the heel turn tonight is very, very intriguing. I just felt like it should have felt like a bigger deal as far as the reaction that we got from the audience. Again, to me, I liked it because you got my interest now. I'll tune in to SmackDown to see what happens because of this. I'm just worried that I don't know. It just didn't feel like the reaction was there. Did you hear about NXT doing the War Games match? Yes. Jinder booked like Seth back in 2015. He was champ. I want Rusev to hold all the belts. I do too. Thank you guys all for coming in and hanging out with me for tonight's review. Drop a like on it on your way out. And real quick, I just want to thank a couple people once again for tonight's donations. We got Playmaker Ghetto. He's new and he just ring dollars on me. A-Wigs with always the continued support. RBI as usual. Katana Pounds All. Again, thank you for your support. You usually throw it out there. And whoever the fuck Swofa is with the big time donation, I appreciate you, man. That's a new name to me. Thank you for it. He didn't even leave me a message. He just left me some bread. I will catch you guys. Hopefully, should catch you guys for tomorrow's review. And I want to do some more stuff throughout this week. I think I should have some time too. Trying to organize my damn life schedule at this point, so I could get more stuff in. Still doing stuff over on the Madden channels. I just want to up the pace here on this channel because people are still pledging to me on Patreon, and I feel like I'm not giving what I'm supposed to be giving. So I'm gonna put some more stuff here on this channel. Look for it throughout the week. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna go fuck off now. You guys have a good night.